Emmy also persuaded, "Yes, Nanako, you should stand up to the stage for your father now and let your father teach you and make suggestions for you." Nanako nodded gently and said, "Okay, I will definitely work hard." Takehiko and Emmy were relieved to see Nanako's promise so refreshing. Takehiko Ito naturally has high hopes for his daughter, but Nanako was obsessed with martial arts before and did not have much interest in the operation and management of the family business. At that time, Takehiko was still worrying about how to let his daughter gradually take care of him and focus on inheriting the family business. He thought that he could carry his body for more than 10 years, which would give Nanako a few more years of free time. Unexpectedly, things changed so much all at once. Although most of Japanese culture originated from China, it has more or less localized development. In China, most entrepreneurs put their interests first and do not pay much attention to external image issues. However, after the Meiji Restoration in Japan, the degree of westernization was relatively high, so Japanese entrepreneurs attached great importance to the external image of enterprises. To give the simplest example, if you do a clerical job in a Japanese company, you will have a headache in summer. Because most Japanese companies require their employees to wear formal attire during working hours, even in the middle of summer, they must wear a shirt, suit, and even a tie. Therefore, Japanese entrepreneurs hold press conferences or attend public events, regardless of age, all in formal wear. And the Japanese like to bow, because they are talking here, and then they suddenly stand up 90 degrees and take a bow, then sit down and continue talking. Therefore, Takehiko's current state is particularly unsuitable as a company's external spokesperson. Although Nanako is young, she has a very good image and is especially in line with the Japanese aesthetics. She is responsible for the outside world. For the Ito family, it is the best choice. Charlie is also very optimistic about Nanako, and encourages her. If Nanako takes over the Ito family, it has the potential to turn the Ito family into an internet celebrity company. The media will definitely beat the beauty president's personal settings. Setting up a successful establishment will enable the Ito family to achieve a multiplier effect in their careers. When Nanako heard Charlie's words, she couldn't help being a little embarrassed, and said with a blushing face, "Master Wade should stop making a joke about me. I don't have the temperament of a beautiful president. It's nothing more than catching ducks on the shelves. I have to do it." Charlie earnestly said, "Don't be presumptuous. With your perfect image and temperament, you will definitely become a beauty entrepreneur crazily sought after by all of Japan in the future. And maybe you will become a business card of the Japanese business community overseas." Nanako was so complimented by Charlie, she was ashamed and happy, and because she was a young girl who had just started her love, she had no ability to hide her own ability in this kind of thing, so she could only lower her head deeper and deeper. Takehiko immediately saw his daughter's extraordinary. At this moment, he was already certain that his daughter had fallen in love with Charlie. Observing for a moment, he strengthened his opinion. At this moment, as a father, he felt a little melancholy in his heart, but at the same time, he felt a little relieved for his daughter's emotional maturity. So he opened his mouth and said, "Emmy, Nanako, you two go out first. I want to talk with Mr. Charlie in private." Emmy and Nanako didn't think much about it. Seeing Takehiko was about to chat with Charlie in private, they got up to leave and left the ward. After the two people left, Ito looked at Charlie and said seriously, "Mr. Charlie, what happened before was offensive, and I still have to apologize to you. Thank you for repaying your grievances with morality and saving the little girl. The Ito family, otherwise, if it really makes the Su family think that it was the Ito family who killed the Su family's heirs, the Ito family is afraid that we would face annihilation?" Charlie smiled slightly and said, "Mr. Ito is polite. I saved Nanako out of a friend's relationship. As for indirectly helping the Ito family, you don't have to be too polite to me. After all, I took your money. There is an old saying about taking money from others and helping others to eliminate disasters. I can't take money without doing anything, right?" Takehiko was stunned. The reason why he was dumbfounded was also completely shocked by Charlie's shamelessness. Charlie's words are very clear. Take people's money and fight against people. This means that the 4.5 billion United States dollars can't be taken for nothing. You have to do something for the Ito family. Therefore, he has helped the Ito family get rid of the disaster, and the money can be taken with ease. Takehiko was shocked, more or less painful. Although he did feel that his daughter's life was more valuable than $4.5 billion United States dollars, he would still feel distressed if he really threw $4.5 billion in. However, he knew very well in his heart that if you lose the $4.5 billion United States dollars, you have lost. He has no other way to get the money back, or recover the loss to a certain extent, so there is no need to deal with this issue now. Thinking of this, he smiled awkwardly and said to Charlie, "Mr. Charlie, your JX Pharmaceutical has a very strong momentum of development. After the annexation of Kobayashi Pharmaceutical, I believe there must be a broader prospect. Don't know if we can work together. How about a certain amount of cooperation on this?" Charlie smiled and said, "Mr. Ito, there is actually nothing to cooperate in this matter. JX Pharmaceutical is the foundation of my life and I will not give up my share of it." Takehiko hurriedly said, "Mr. Charlie, I don't want your share, but I really want to have a certain degree of in-depth cooperation with you. In the future, the Ito family will hand it over to Nanako. You and Nanako are friends, and I think it can be concluded that Nanako trusts you very much. You can try various forms of in-depth cooperation. This is good for you and us, and it is truly mutually beneficial."